Guido, thanks for having us today.
Thank you for being with us.
Glad we can have a chat. First question I have for you, of course, we're at Watches and Wonders, is what watch are you wearing?
Today I'm wearing the newly released the Doric Perpetual Calendar in platinum.
It's an amazing watch. I know we got the chance to see it yesterday. It was beautiful. I mean, the way you work with colors at Parmigiani is really something special, I feel.
It is. It's part of our identity of the brand. We play with this palette of colors, which is extremely important for us. I think we're living in a world where we are needing for a little bit less of aggressive and being able to enjoy. Parmigiani is about private luxury, it's about self-indulgence, it's about being at ease and at peace with yourself.
Actually, I totally agree with that. It's very peaceful colors.
It is.
It's amazing, yeah.
It is.
And all of your advertising is also quite peaceful.
Everything is.
Say. And I have a quite personal question, because I've always been interested in this. You have this hot air balloon in all of your advertising.
Yes.
What is that about?
Well, it's a passion of Michel, the founder, and it is a symbol of elevation, personal elevation, of slow life, and it's also a passage of time, because when we underline it with "time is flying," is not to say that time is slipping through your fingers. On the contrary, is to invite you to profit at the highest quality. It's a bit a philosophical approach, which is what the philosophers call kairos in comparison with chronos. No, so kairos is really the quality of your time, the living the instant and be present, and this is part of what this symbol means.
That's amazing. I think Parmigiani is one of the brands to approach watchmaking in the most philosophical way, and I think that's largely down to the way you've started to lead the brand as well, right? Like, what does it mean to you to design watches for your customers?
Basically, this approach, this deep approach, comes from the founder. It doesn't come from me. It's Michel himself, which, as you know, is a living legend of restoration. Yeah. And restoration is a cultural exercise before being a technical one, and we have to interpret it in today's world for a customer that is more contemporary. So that's how we developed the Coton de Bièvre, the Toric, to give a little more of freshness and excitement without being extravagant, because we're very elegant, we're very sophisticated. So that's what we like to do.
You just said the Coton de Bièvre, which you mentioned. I think one of the first watches that came out under your leadership at Parmigiani as well. You didn't put a name on the dial.
No.
And I know from our team at Wempe, that caused quite an uproar.
That was funny, because Uwe, when I showed the watch, the logo's missing. Yeah, it's on purpose. But it was funny because it was unexpected. But it was a genuine response, and allows you to explain why. Now, being a private luxury, being something for the owner, the logo is for the others. And I think that automotive already showed us the way. Decades ago, it's much more beautiful to see a Tridente instead of writing Maserati, to see four rings instead of Audi, or the star instead of Mercedes. So this is a way to convey in a subtle way the branding without being literal. And we have a beautiful logo that Michel designed in this ellipse with the PF letters that is part of the history of the brand since the beginning. And so by just placing it at 12 o'clock, you're making a statement of private luxury.
We looked at the novelties yesterday with our team. We've got to talk a little bit about novelties.
Yes.
Is it like picking favorite children to pick a favorite, or do you have one?
I would never put a watch that I wouldn't buy. But if I had to pick one, I couldn't pick one. I have to pick two at least. So one would be the watch I'm wearing. The Perpetual Calendar in platinum is an example of streamlining the complication to the essence and to make it so pure in the reading. So this I love, plus the chromatic combination is also very nice. And the other would be the Gentile Attrapante in Verzasca, which is something that is very vibrant in the color, and the complication is really the best Gentile that we could come up with.
When that complication came out, it hit like
something else, yes.
Purity and eloquence, I think, are the two main staples,
yes.
I think, of Parmigiani. But this year you also did something different.
Yes.
You did something very unusual in the watch industry, I think unheard of in the watch industry. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I know you like the piece very much because when you saw it, your eyes sparkled.
I think I said it's sick.
You said it's a sick watch, yes.
Yeah.
It's a sportier version of the PF Sport in Ultra Cermet. The Cermet is a word that conjugates ceramic and metal. This is nothing new. The industry has already seen this material, but not in the way that has been done in Parmigiani, because the choice of the Cermet is patented. This color of Cermet was never released before. And it's a combination of an important composition of titanium that gives you a metallic lust to the Cermet that reflects the light in a way which is extremely interesting, transformative. So if you're under a blue sky, you will see blue in your case. If you're under a white sky, you will be probably in tones of gray. So it's very lively.
We just talked about the Cermet, which is really modern, sporty, cool, but you also have Objet d'Art. Can you tell us a little bit about the La Montréal and how it fits into your whole product strategy?
Well, when you're doing Objet d'Art, you're out of a product strategy. You're doing exceptional things. So you are more free to browse and to be inspired by different things. It has become like a tradition now to celebrate the birthday of Michel, which is on the 2nd of December, with an exceptional piece. The first was the La Rose Carrée, a pocket watch that had a constantly movement of the beginning of last century. So you restore ancient movements and then you make something new out of them. So you give them a new life in a new creativity. And based on that creativity, we put on the wrist a minute repeater with inspired by that pocket watch. And it's called La Montréal Minute Repeater, Répétition Minute Mystérieuse. Why mysterious? Because basically went to the essence of having a minute repeater that you can listen to, and while you listen, well, it depends on what time it is, but it gets up to 12-15 seconds. In this lapse of time, your eye is free to enjoy the craft and to enjoy the beauty of it.
And then lastly, you're known to be someone who plans ahead quite a long time. Where do you see the future of Parmigiani?
Well, we work really hard you know what I was going to say, but we really put our hearts to continue this direction that we started. So 3.5 years is a short time in watchmaking. We're just a second baby born, because I say that Parmigiani is like a startup of 25 years old. But it's really like this. So we have to be consistent. We have to be true to our proposition and be helping you to clarify to your customers what we are about. And we will continue to surprise, because every now and then we will have something special that is unexpected, but still in the consistency of the values of the brand.
Fantastic. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Guido.
Thank you, Scott.